History hovers over the highest court in the land. President Biden's Supreme Court nominee, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, officially confirmed to the Supreme Court. KBJ with the president at the White House while votes were being tallied. With us now, White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks, ABC News contributor and former DNC chair Donna Brazile, ABC News political contributor Sarah Isker, and ABC News political contributor and former Democratic Senator Heidi Heitkamp. All right, Mary Alice, let's start with you. The White House clearly popping the champagne right now, also hoping to see a bit of a pop in the polls, too.
Absolutely. They feel great today. This is one of the most important things a president does. And here the president also has this chance to make history. We are watching this White House kind of take a moment, take a breath, try to take it all in. They know that tomorrow they're going to get another bite at the apple. The White House making it public now that they're going to have a big ceremony there at the White House to take another sort of shot at celebrating all of this. It's not only sort of a campaign promise kept, but I think a part of a longer, bigger strategy from this White House as well. We've talked so much today about what this confirmation of Judge Jackson means in the Supreme Court's 233-year history, 115 judges and 108 of them white men. But going a step lower in the judicial system, I think it's important to point out, too, there's only 70 black women that serve as federal judges. That's fewer than 2% at that level. And in the first 2 years of this administration, President Biden has made a point of nominating a fourth of his nominees to the federal bench have been black women. So clearly, he's not only excited and celebrating this historic confirmation with Judge Jackson, but trying to diversify the entire federal bench. Kira?
VP Kamala Harris declaring Judge Jackson confirmed to the Supreme Court. And as you're going to see right now, the crowd went wild.
On this vote, the yeas are 53, the nays are 47, and this nomination is confirmed.
And speaking of wild, Donna Brazile, ladies and gentlemen. I know you had your banners. I know you had your buttons. I know you had your signs. Donna Brazile, I know you were crying. I already know what's going to happen right now. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Well, I was there, and I hope you heard my voice because I was trying to make a joyful noise. This is a moment worth celebrating. Celebrating because, once again, we will have a woman on the Supreme Court. Celebrating because it will also be a black woman, extremely qualified, someone who was able to attract the support of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, otherwise known as the NAACP, and the Fraternal Order of Police. I sat next to retired Judge Tom Griffith, a Republican, as this vote was being cast. We held hands. And we talked about this moment, not as partisans, but as Americans, because this is truly a remarkable day for all Americans to celebrate. And one final point about Judge Jackson. She'll be the second working mom to serve on the Supreme Court of the United States. What another way to celebrate this moment, to see working moms being able to have a seat at the table. So, yes, I'm excited, but I hope the country's excited because every child today, no matter where you're from, can dream bigger dreams because today that door is wide open, especially if you would like to be a justice of the Supreme Court of the United States.
Donna, while I have you, just describe the floor and even the perch overlooking the action. It was quite a different day today.
I sat on the Republican side. Don't ask me why I sat on that side, but I was grateful to sit in the gallery.
You were being nonpartisan for a wonderful moment.
Absolutely.
It's okay.
And I really wanted to do a big wink at Mitt Romney and Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski for joining with the 50 Democrats and making sure this was a bipartisan vote. I think it was an important vote, and I'm so glad that we had 3 Republicans to join the Democrats because, after all, she's in the main mainstream of American judicial philosophy. She's in the mainstream of what we believe as American citizens, the values we all uphold, equal justice under the law. So truly a remarkable day. And yes, I will be at the White House celebrating tomorrow. So while you don't see me with champagne today, I guarantee you I will have some in a few hours.
Oh, I know you will. All right,
Yes.
Sarah. Judge Jackson confirmed 53 to 47. There was an overwhelming amount of senators calling Jackson qualified across both aisles, but Republicans still dominated the nays.
Absolutely. When you look at the reason that they voted against her, the cited reason at least, first of all, there's no question that the real reason was that she was nominated by President Biden. Interestingly, Mitch McConnell giving an interview today to Axios' Jonathan Swan, refusing to commit to whether he would even hold hearings if President Biden gets another nomination under a Republican-controlled Senate next year. That would be unprecedented. The last example I can think of, not my personal experience, but Andrew Johnson, when he succeeded President Lincoln, he nominated someone to the Supreme Court. The Senate refused to hold hearings on it and, in fact, got rid of that seat on the Supreme Court. So in order for Republicans to have precedent for that, they'll need to go back to the Andrew Johnson 1866 precedent there. But overall, I thought these hearings really highlighted a failure of Congress. If they want to attack her on sentencing too lightly, for instance, on child pornography issues, members of Congress have authority over that. They can set mandatory minimums for sentencing. And I just heard far too little discussion of that for my taste. I want to see Congress do its job more, less punting to the Supreme Court. It would lower the temperature overall. In the 1980s, 3 of the 4 justices were unanimously confirmed. If you go back to the first half of the 20th century, justices were confirmed, nominated and confirmed the same day quite often. It's just so different from what we have now.
All right, Heidi, jump in. Judge Jackson, diverse, direct, determined to make a difference. I know you need to respond here.
Well, thank God for people like Sarah who are willing to speak the truth to power. You know, the other thing that's getting missed here is that this is a Senate majority that definitely needs a boost. They need to have their morale lifted, and today that happened. I haven't been jealous of those people sitting in those chairs for a long time. I was jealous today that I wasn't able to cast that vote. And so all of these people are returning home. They're returning home with a bounce in their step and a smile on their face, saying we did something really good for America. We did something really good for the court. And we believe she is the most qualified person that the president has put up, or that the president could have put up, and we put her on the bench despite all of these nonsense arguments that the Republicans advanced. And so bravo to everybody who is out working so hard to make this nomination possible. I think it's a moment we will remember, certainly a moment that so many young girls across the country, they will see not only a Supreme Court justice, but maybe an opportunity to sit in the desk and make a really important decision on the floor of the Senate.
And we'll all be paying close attention. Heidi Heitkamp, Mary Alice Parks, Sarah Isgur, Donna Brazil. Ladies, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.